Once upon a time, in the heart of the African savannah, there lived a leopard named Layla. Layla was not your average leopard. She was quick-witted and curious, with a penchant for climbing the tallest trees to gaze at the stars. She loved the thrill of the hunt and the quiet that followed the storm. Her coat, a splash of golden hues and black rosettes, shimmered under the African sun, making her the envy of the savannah. Just a leap away by the cool, lily-covered pond lived Frederick the Frog. He was a philosopher of sorts, often found musing on the lily pads. He was a friend to all, Layla included, and his wisdom was sought by many. Despite his tiny stature, his words carried weight, and he was respected throughout the savannah. In the nearby baobab tree, swinging from branch to branch, was Benny the baboon. Benny was the life of the party, always full of laughter and mischief. He was Layla's partner in crime, often joining her in her nighttime escapades. Despite his boisterous nature, Benny had a heart of gold and was always there to lend a helping hand. These three unlikely friends, each unique in their own way, shared a bond that transcended their differences. They lived together, laughed together, and learned from each other, carving out a slice of paradise in the wild African savannah. And so, in this vast expanse of wilderness, our story begins. One day, Layla found herself in a bit of a pickle. Our leopard friend Layla woke up to discover she had lost her roar. It was a strange and unsettling problem for a creature known for her fearsome growl. Now, instead of a mighty roar, all that came out was a pitiful squeak. This problem was more than just about pride. Layla's roar was her way of communicating, of keeping her territory safe, and of being, well, a leopard. It was a part of her identity, and its absence felt like a piece of her was missing. Layla was determined to solve this problem on her own. She tried everything she could think of. First, she drank gallons of water, hoping to clear her throat. When that didn't work, she tried to imitate the roars of other animals in the jungle, but it just wasn't the same. She even attempted to roar while hanging upside down from a tree, hoping gravity might help. But no matter what she tried, she couldn't bring back her roar. Layla was growing increasingly frustrated and worried. She was a leopard without a roar, and she didn't quite know what to do. She was beginning to feel helpless, and loneliness began to creep in. She missed her old self, her old voice. But no matter how hard Layla tried, she couldn't solve this problem by herself. Enter Frederick the Frog, small in size but vast in wisdom. Making his way through the endless greenery, Frederick's petite form was hardly noticeable. But don't let his size fool you. For within this tiny creature resided an intellect that surpassed the norm, a knowledge that spanned the broad spectrum of life in the jungle. Frederick was known far and wide for his sagacity. Creatures of all shapes and sizes sought him out for advice, and he never failed to offer them a fresh perspective. Today, it was Layla the leopard who needed his wisdom. Layla, with her swift, agile movements and her spots that glowed like 1,000 stars under the moonlight. But even stars can lose their way, and Frederick was the one who could guide them back. As Layla poured out her heart, Frederick listened, his eyes gleaming with understanding. "Layla," he began, his small voice echoing in the stillness. "Sometimes the answers we seek are not hidden in the stars, but in ourselves." He spoke of strength and courage, of fears and failures. He spoke of embracing one's flaws and turning them into strengths. His words, like a gentle breeze, caressed Layla's troubled heart. "Remember," he said, "the jungle is vast and full of uncertainties. But you, Layla, are part of its grand design. You are the leopard who leaps, the hunter who hunts, and the mother who protects. Your strength is not just in your claws and teeth, but in your heart and spirit." Frederick's wisdom, like a river, flowed, washing over Layla's doubts, leaving behind clarity and understanding. He was not just a frog in the jungle, he was a beacon of wisdom, a guiding star in the vast wilderness. "And Layla," Frederick continued, "even in the darkest of nights, remember to look within. For within you is a universe of possibilities waiting to be discovered. Your spots are not just markings, they are constellations. They are your story, your identity, your strength." With Frederick's words in her mind, Layla felt a glimmer of hope. Benny the baboon, known for his strength and agility, was next to lend a hand. With a heart as robust as his biceps, Benny was ever ready to assist anyone in need. In the heart of the jungle, Benny was renowned for his feats of strength. He could swing from tree to tree with such grace and precision that even the birds were left in awe. But his strength was not just physical. Benny was known for his determination, a trait that often proved more powerful than his muscular arms. When he heard Layla's predicament from Freddy the Frog, Benny didn't hesitate for a moment. He knew he had the strength to help, and he was eager to do so. His heart pounded with a sense of purpose, his muscles tensed in readiness. Benny took a deep breath, flexed his muscular arms, and set to work. He swung from vine to vine, his every move a testament to his strength and agility. He climbed the tallest trees, his hands sure and steady, his eyes focused on the task at hand. His determination was unwavering, his spirit unyielding. As Benny worked tirelessly, Layla watched in admiration. She saw Benny's strength, his determination, and his willingness to help. She saw the kindness in his eyes, the warmth in his smile, and she realized that Benny was not just helping her solve her problem, he was teaching her a valuable lesson as well. Benny showed Layla that strength was not just about physical power, it was about determination, resilience, and the willingness to help others. It was about using one's abilities for good, about making a difference in the world. With Benny's assistance, Layla began to see things in a new light. She saw the strength in herself, the determination in her heart. She realized that she too could make a difference, that she too had the power to solve her problem. With Benny's help, Layla could see the solution to her problem within grasp. And so, with the help of her friends, Layla faced her problem head-on. Her heart pounded like a drum in her chest as she approached the towering tree, the very symbol of her fears. But she wasn't alone. The frog's wisdom echoed in her mind, a lullaby of courage, while the baboon's unwavering faith in her abilities served as her guiding light. With a deep breath, Layla leapt. Her strong legs, honed from years of prowling the savannah, propelled her upwards. And for the first time, Layla found herself not falling but soaring. The bark of the tree, once her nemesis, was now her stepping stone. With one final push, she reached the highest branch, her victory perch. The savannah below her looked so small, so peaceful. The frog and the baboon watched in awe as their leopard friend, the mighty huntress, conquered her fear. The baboon's chest swelled with pride, his heart thumping in sync with the rhythm of the savannah. The frog, on the other hand, wore a knowing smile, his wise eyes twinkling under the moonlight. Layla descended from the tree, her steps lighter, her spirit brighter. She had climbed her mountain, faced her fear, and emerged victorious. The leopard, the frog, and the baboon celebrated. Their jubilant laughter echoed across the savannah, a sweet symphony of friendship and triumph. In the end, Layla's story wasn't just about a leopard overcoming her fear of heights. It was a testament to the power of friendship and the strength that comes from acknowledging our fears and vulnerabilities. Even the leopard, fierce and mighty as she was, needed the wisdom of the frog and the faith of the baboon to conquer her fear. And so they learned that even the mightiest among us need help sometimes. A lesson we should all remember.